Let's go back a bit to verse 18 now. Verse 18. This was Joseph speaking. I just this one actually it pricked my heart so much. Joseph was speaking out to his brothers. He had thrown them in prison. Yes, I believe you have read that one. And now he is coming to them and saying, "Do this and live, for I fear God." For I fear God. For I fear God. This is a politician, you guys. I want you to get the facts. As we are reading the word, I want us to be allowing the Spirit of God to really teach us and show us the true picture of what he is painting here. This is a politician. Joseph was second to Pharaoh. So he is a politician. We have no way of hiding from the fact he is a politician, a great politician, a mighty politician, a very powerful man. If you are going to talk about authority, you could just say, kill that person and he would be killed. If you wanted to kill Potiphar and his wife, it was just a matter of a command. In fact, Pharaoh had told us in previous chapters that no man will lift a hand or a foot unless you say so. My God, my God. Imagine the level of authority. If you would say jump, you would jump. If you would say leave your family, I want you to relocate and live there. Komanaka. Hey, power. My God. He was a very rich man, a very wealthy man. Very wealthy man. Yet he still feared God. He still feared and honored God. This is the lesson here. This is the lesson. I want you to embrace this one. I want you to embrace this one. One of the reasons why you and I, my brother and my sister, we are still remaining in that pit which we have been in for so long. Why God is not lifting us from that pit. Why God is not lifting us from even the house of bondage or the house of Potiphar. Why God is not even lifting us from those prisons which we have stayed in for so long. It's because we have neglected the place of the fear of the Lord. My God, my God, my God. You do not fear God. You do not fear God at all. It is the fear of God which raises men from those pits. It is the fear of God which establishes men even into places of position. And it is by continuing to fear God even in those places of position that you are sustained and you are kept and you are developed there. Oh my God, my God. Some have been raised, some have been blessed, some were lifted and blessed, and they threw away the fear of God. My God, my God. Let's learn from Joseph today. No blessing is worth forsaking the place of the fear of God. No blessing whatsoever. No blessing whatsoever. Let's read verse 25. Let's read verse 25 there. God helping us. God was now instructing his people and saying, I want you to restore every man's money to his sack. I underline the word restore there. The word restore in verse 25. Restore, underline it. Yes, every man's money to his sack. And to give them provisions. I want you to underline provisions for the journey. Provisions. Underline the word provisions. Those are our keywords in verse 25. Then let's jump now to verse 28 and see the reaction of the brothers as they were seeing the restoration and as they were seeing the provision. My God, I hope you are already seeing the lesson here. The brother was saying, my money has been restored. I underline the word restored there. And we just jump a few lines. And we are told that their hearts failed them. They were afraid. And they actually went ahead to say, what is this that God has done to us? I pray that God restores back to you whatever that has left your life. Oh my God, my God. And that He becomes your provider. Each and every step of the way. That He sustains you throughout your journey with Him in this life. My God, meeting your every need and your every want. May the restoration be so big and let it be so complete that it will trouble you and let it leave you in fear and in awe of at the majesty and at the abilities of God Almighty. My God, a restoration spiritually, a restoration financially, a restoration health-wise, and a restoration to those relationships. May God bring you total and complete restoration in each and every area where you have lacked, each and every area where you have where there has been a deficit, where the devil has stolen away from your life, where you have lost even due to ignorance. Sometimes it's just because of our ignorance, just because of even we are the reason. We gave the devil legal grounds for him to steal away from our lives. There are times where we engaging in sinful acts. Those sinful acts are the reasons why we lost so many things. We lost so many years. But may the God of restoration come through for you. May he restore those years. May he restore to you. Oh, in Jesus' mighty name, may he restore to you that fire which had gone out. May he restore to you, born to its place, born to its bone. Oh my God, in Jesus' mighty name, every area which was lacking, every area which had died down, my God, may God restore, may God resurrect. Oh, in Jesus' mighty name. Now, let's just talk a bit as we close up. Verse 36 there, okay? Verse 36. Let's talk a bit about new season. Can we talk a bit about new seasons, new heights, new dimensions, and new levels? Let's talk a bit on that one. Verse 36 there. We get to hear that Jacob said, you have bereaved me. Joseph is no more. Simeon is no more. And now you want to take away Benjamin. All these things are against me. That was Joseph. That was Jacob. Sorry. That was Jacob's testimony here. And we get to hear verse 38. He made a very powerful statement. My son shall not go down with you. Okay. I want you to just listen up to this one. God was teaching me something here. Seasons, okay? Be them seasons, be them new heights, new dimensions, or new levels. They always demand certain consagrations. Alright? They always demand certain consagrations. They always demand high levels of consistency. They always demand high levels of persistence. They always demand a high level of determination. They always demand high levels of sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice. My God. Jacob was only seeing the losses here. If you were going to look at Jacob, he was only seeing the losses. He was only seeing the losses. He was not seeing a door here. It was like God was saying, if you let go of this one, that would be the leverage or the reason why this door would open up. My God. May God open up your eyes to see that those sleepless nights which you are spending in prayer, may God open up your eyes to see that those midnight prayers which you are waking up to, may he open up your eyes to the fact that fasting, that giving, and all those sacrifices which you have been putting in, they are not losses. My God. They are actually a leverage. They are the key to those doors. My God. May God open up our eyes. Seasons are requiring these things. We are continuing on this lesson in Genesis chapter 43. So stay tuned.